Okay, now the game is about to start. And, you know, my first game isn't usually my best game. It takes a while to build my confidence. So I'm going to work on that. I played a warm up game, a spin and go 3-player game to help me build it a little or get in the groove or whatever you want to call it. I won that game, so that feels good. And let's see. I lack the patience to wait for this. And I understand that I shouldn't be drifting away and doing other things. But that's what happens sometimes. I have a doctor's appointment coming up, which is cool. Nothing's wrong or anything. However, it's obnoxious how much they remind me about my appointment. I receive text every day letting me know, like, hey, you have an appointment. Are you cool with this? Are you going to come? Yes, confirm. I get it. Confirmed. So, if you're my doctor and you're watching, I'm coming. Okay. This hand is taking so fucking long. It's obnoxious how slow these people are. Like, they need to make so many decisions. It's one decision, and if you know how to play poker, you should already know what that decision is the second you make your cards. You get your cards. That's how I feel. Okay, I have an ace-5, so I am going to go ahead and go ahead with that. I am going to call it, although I'm not a big fan of calling things unless I have support for them. And what does support mean? I mean, like, its partner card can do something. Its partner card has the ability to, like, bridge into something else. Like, I don't know, a straight or a flush. Oh my goodness. I'm going to fold and just take the loss. And I got another ace, so I am going to call it again. And see where this goes. And I have nothing so far, but I am going to check because checks are free. And it lets me keep going and have more potential to win. Okay, still nothing happening. And they're thinking it over. They're asking questions. They're possibly looking it up on their little app. That the app with the grid and all the numbers, and it tells you what your chances are, which I wasn't able to figure out how to use at first glance, so I didn't bother with it. I'm sure there's people using AI to figure this out, where they're using vision stuff to tell them, like, hey, these are your cards and this is how you should play it. I am going to play this because I have straight potential and I have flush potential with the spades, with a 10-9 suited. Okay, I'm not going to get my flush. I mean, I still can. There's a small possibility, but I'm not going to win this. I'm not going to pay 110 chips for this. for the chance to see it, and I didn't get the flush, so I'm feeling cool. Can I still get a straight? If an 8 comes out, or no, I can't. I can't. There's no way. So I made the right choice. Okay, a Jack 9 suited. Those are good cards. And I dropped my Sharpie, which I need to have around me all the time. If not, the world ends. Okay. And I did bet on that, or allowed it to raise. I have a 10. So what are the chances of me getting the other pieces I need? Very slim, so I'm not going to pay $240 for it. So I'm going to fold. I'm going to call because I already paid in. That's how that works for me. I'm going to call again, although I have very slim chance of winning. A 9 would be good. What are the chances of having a 9? I don't know how to do that math. That's why I'm trying to learn how to play. It's 120 isn't enough for me to figure that out. All right, doing good so far. I would have still needed a 9, and I didn't get it, so I made a good choice. Positive. I don't know if my mom watches YouTube, but if she were to watch this, I bet she would do this every single time I was on, non-stop, and review the video over and over again, just to see my face. That's what moms do. Okay. All right, this is boring. There's 17 players. That means one's out. I'm in 16th place, which is like not good. But I'm not too concerned because it's early in the game and we've only played like 3 or 4 hands. And I'm not doing that bad. All right. I have an ace, so I'm going to play. Although it might not be the smartest move, because I have no support for that ace. I'll do this once. I know you're like, hey, dude on the internet, that's a mistake. I'm like, yeah, probably. Who cares? It's a game. You know, we play poker. We don't like serious work poker. Okay. I'm gonna fold. That was smart. They have those kings, and those kings scare me. I have a jack ace, so I am gonna play along, and I'm gonna go with those $400, which is probably a mistake, but like, I want to take advantage of these Showtime cards. I got my ace, so let's see if this scares them along. Okay, as long as they don't get a 9, we're good. No 9. Oh, look at that. We did it. Everybody's waiting for the 9. The fact that this person up here had an ace 9 is good for me because there's less 9s on the board, or possibilities for a 9. And I'm going to fold this. Okay. What did I have? A jack 7. So we're doing great. Although that jack could... Okay, no, we're fine. Wait. 9, 10, jack. No, we're great. We're awesome. I'm going to fold a king, too, because I don't feel like dealing with it. And the stress involved with going on that journey. With a 2. the king doesn't really matter that much at that point to me because of the lack of support. Oh, I have a pair of sixes. You know what that means? Do you know what that means? Hello? Yeah, I'm gonna raise. Not too much. Just a little because I'm midway. If it were like a pair of jacks or queens or something, I would go up a little further and like maybe go pot. But no, just the minimums. Still gonna keep it going because this person can be fucking around. And if they are, good for them. You did great. Good job. And I am gonna fold and take the loss because I don't want to pay more money, and they seem pretty confident at this point. It's a queen six. I am gonna call it because I paid for it, or like half paid for it or whatever. And check. And fold. I was contacted by my old work partner, my boss, and you know, we worked together for many years. And I don't know, it's nice. It's nice to still be in touch with people that like you spent so many years with, because like in reality we spent 12-15 years working together every day, doing dumb fucking computer shit. He's off doing something slightly different than we did before, and he's doing some sort of app development for a company that does things. I'm trying to be very vague here as not to give things away, because I don't give people's business away. That's silly. What is happening here? Okay, let's see. I have a king jack, so I'm gonna go pot because I'm feeling confident with those cards. And that's not great, but I'm still gonna bet because I don't stop. I don't want to show weakness. I have a straight potential here. Let's see if I get my 10. I didn't, but I have the jack. But they are also betting. Okay, they're out and they're out. I did it. I won because I was persistent, not too aggressive, but I didn't back down. And I'm going to fold this hand. I think the key is not to back down. Also, I don't get too aggressive at this point in the game. There's only 12 players. And, you know, too aggressive isn't great because you have so much potential for loss, especially with such a large number of people playing. That's my poker theories. Okay, I have a pair of aces, which sounds like, oh, whoa, cool, aces, that's great. It is one of the worst cards you can have, in my opinion. I'd rather not have aces. I'd rather have anything other than aces in my hand because it feels so shitty when it goes wrong. But I'm going to keep betting a small amount, keep it nice and steady. And I did it. Did I do it? Did I win? I did. Oh, and I knocked somebody out. Oh, that sucks. I have a king jack, which is also good. We did this a few minutes ago. We played a king jack. And if I remember correctly, that went cool. I'm going to call it. I'm not going to raise it. I have the jack, so I am going to bet pot. They're all in. I'll go for it. Let's see what you got. You got the ace king? Oh no. Oh no. I got it. That sucks. So I knocked two people out in a row. This is me celebrating. Because I think that's awesome. And I have an ace 5, which I'm just going to call. And I am going to back down a little on this hand and be a little more passive. Because I don't like the 5. I don't think it's enough support for that ace. But if I get an ace, that's pretty awesome. I'm just going to call. And I am going to bet as not to be weak. Because that might prompt him to bet more. And I won that hand. I am in first place now, which is awesome. And I bet the pot because I have a pair of kings, and that's pretty good. And there's so few people playing, and they're kind of pissed. So I am going to call, even though they went all in with a pair of kings. They might have aces, but chances are they don't. And let's see, they had 6s. We're doing great, but they've won. I need a king. And I didn't get my king, so they did it. They beat me. That sucks. Okay. I'm going to be passive now that I'm back down to second place, but I enjoyed like a minute of being in first. And that's very exciting. We are at the final table. I would love to make it to fourth place so that I can place and win something and not be at a loss. Because I've been tracking my games and I'm down 20,000 chips since I started this adventure. And that's not cool. Let's see, what do I have won? What did I have? Oh no, I didn't have smiles. I have a 5-3. Nothing would have happened. I made the right choice. Okay. Hey Siri, set an alarm for 3 p.m. I set an alarm because I have a 4 p.m. meeting and I need to prepare for it heavily. Like 10 minutes of shit to do. So, just because I'm paying for it, do I want to pay 300, 200, 300 for this hand? No. I'm going to fold. Because Ford Raptor 3 went all in with their pair of 10s. But I made the right choice. And they lost. Oh, that sucks for you. I have an 8-5 offsuit, which I'm going to fold on. Which I believe is the right choice. It is absolutely 100% the right choice. Yes, it is. It's the right choice. Tell me if it's not. Like, yell at me, like people like to do in comments. People are so obnoxious. I don't see a scenario where I don't like what you said or did or how you did it, you dumb asshole. I can't believe that people leave comments, like, at all. Yeah, I mean, leave a comment. I want you to comment. Just don't be a piece of shit. It's that easy. It's it's not that, like, it's gonna hurt my feelings, because it's not. I've been interneting for 30 years. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, I've been interneting and interacting with people for 30 years now on the internet. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. However, you are gonna waste your own time. And it's a shame to see you wasting your time with anger that can be pointed into something positive. Go learn a skill. Go pick up a hobby. Go fucking tell your dog you love him. Whatever the fuck it is you do to make you happy. Stop commenting with anger on people's whatever they're doing. It's a waste of time. It's also a waste of resources, because it's like, Yeah, it's very little resource for you to waste your time, and very little storage being used for this comment, very little everything. However, over time, it accumulates, and you are hurting the environment, you're hurting the everything, and more importantly, you're hurting yourself. So stop being a piece of shit. But comment good things, and comment bad things if you have to, but stop it. I'm gonna fold because that was a lot of money. Oh no, this person is yawning. They must be bored. I've dropped down to third place, which I'm cool with. I have an 8-4 suited, which I'm gonna fold down because I still want to be passive. I want the field to drop to like 4 or 5 people before I start being more aggressive again. I did get more aggressive for a few hands earlier, but that's to build myself up and have a little cushion. And also, it was a low risk situation with the cards I was playing. I think that's important, doing like risk management and like identifying what's actually a risk and what's not. And, you want some sort of continuity for your game, and that's one of the ways to maintain it. I'm gonna fold a 10-6 offsuit because I don't want to play that. I don't think it's enough to bridge each other and like support each other. When I was younger, at some point, I might have played that. A king 4 suited I will play. I'm cool with this. It's gonna be cool. I have flush potential. It's not a lot of money, as long as one of these people don't go all in. Now, where are these people? They're in Canada, in the United States, Serbia, Canada, and the United Kingdom. We have a very international table, mostly Canadians. I like Canadian things like the direction of north. What else do Canadians do? I enjoy snow. Am I gonna bet 300? Yes, I am. I'm gonna call. And let's see what we get. And I have flush potential here, so I am gonna bet and see if this person backs down and folds. And they're not, because they like what they have. I'm gonna bet again. This is costing like 1,000 chips already. And I'm gonna take it. See what happens. And that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. I'm checking because I'm ready to fold. I'm not going to buy into whatever they do for high card. I'm not going to find out what I lost. Like what the next card would have been. That was a bad hand. And it drops me to 4th place. I'm still comfortable. 4 out of 7, sort of in the middle of the field. I'm folding out of here because that bet's too big relative to what my pot is. Okay, let's go. It also, I don't know if you saw, they threw a horseshoe at the person and tissues. I wonder if there's a way to turn this off so I don't see any of that. Because it is annoying as shit. Speaking of waste of energy, why are you wasting all your energy? I understand being there with friends and joking around in a game with people you know. Like, I do a bi-weekly game every other week, every other week. We play poker online with friends that are virtually, and we play on here in a private club. In that situation, I think it's cool to throw shit at each other. Whatevs. But to strangers, what the hell? Who cares? Also, when I see foreigners playing, like not Americans, I just assume they're going to be smarter than us. I'm not going to play the 10-9 because, like I said, I'm trying to be passive and let everybody else knock each other out. Somebody has 900 chips, so they're probably most likely to be out unless they win a couple hands. And there we go. They're doing better. They're closer to me. I'm in third place, though, not fourth anymore. And 8-10, I'm also going to fold. Let's see where this goes. Okay, I have a 10-9 suited. I am going to play this. I like to call and do whatever I'm doing immediately the second I see it. I don't want to waste time or anybody else's time, my own time. I want this to move quickly. We don't need to think that much. Okay, I have potential for a straight, so I am going to play it. And I'm going to pull out, even though I put so much money into it. And I have to keep in mind that this person's doing that. But I am going to bet the pot now. And I'm going to pressure you. Even if it puts me out. And I have that king, so I'm going to keep going. That's right. That's right. Oh, what if they have a 10? Yep, there's their 10. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up so bad. I'm out. Now, I'm 7 out of 18. And I have a form that I created that updates my stats. So I am going to go ahead and update that form. And I need to get that address, which I always fuck up, to the form. Here we go. You know what? No, I'm not going to share the form because the address is in there. I don't want people seeing it. There's no real security on it. Yeah, there is actually. Now that I think about it. My name, because more than one person uses it. And this is a sit and go. 18. Entry cost 25. And I finished in 7th place. And I won 0 coins. And like magic, if you're looking at the horizontal feed, not the vertical, you see my stats repopulate.